it's Alexa from Alexa Loves Books, and I'm here today to share with you my mid-month recap for August. I feel like it's been a while since I've filmed a video, so I feel a little bit rusty, but let's just roll with it. I actually have been reading at a much slower pace this month. I think part of it has to do with being busy, because the first week of August was my birthday, and then the week after that we went up to Boston for Boston Comic Con. But I'm here today to talk about the 5 books that I've managed to read in the month of August. The very first book that I finished in the month of August, I didn't start it in August, but I finished it in August, was Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the screenplay, parts 1 and 2, which is by J.K. Rowling, John Tiffany, and Jack Thorne. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is actually about Harry's son, Albus Severus, and the adventures and misadventures he gets involved in with his best friend, who just so happens to be Scorpius Malfoy, who is the son of Draco Malfoy. And I really won't say more than that, because other than that, I could possibly spoil it for you, but yeah. If you love the Harry Potter world, if you love the characters, if you just want more, then you should definitely check this out. I really want to see it as a play. I loved it. Okay, I don't love it nearly as much as I love the original 7 novels, but I will definitely say that I really enjoyed it. I think I was prepared to just go into this story expecting, you know, first of all, it's written in play format, so I knew that was happening, and second of all, I kind of just got really excited about the fact that we have a new story set in this world. And it was just such a treat to go back into a place that's so familiar, with characters that I know and characters that I know of and characters that I didn't know at all, and it was just wonderful. So yeah, I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars, which is to be expected, but yeah. Also, a review for this will either be up or will be going up, and it is going to be the first ever review on this channel, which is very exciting. Figured it would be best to start with a Harry Potter book after all. The next book that I read in the month of August was our Flights of Fantasy book club pick for July, and that book is Kushiel's Dark by Jacqueline Carey, which is the first book in Phaedra's trilogy. It's basically about a girl named Phaedra who, as a child, everyone thought that she was cursed because of a scarlet mote in her eye, but then a nobleman named Delaunay actually tells her that it's what makes her special because she's an Anguisette, which means she finds pleasure and pain to be in tandem. Yes? Yes. Anyway, so Delaunay basically adopts Phaedra, brings her up to not only be what she's meant to be as an Anguisette, but also to be trained sort of as like a spy slash courtesan, which is really cool. And yeah, so basically the story actually takes place over the course of many years, and it involves a lot of court intrigue, power plays, and possibly an altercation or two. I only read the first book, but I have to say it is one of the most well-crafted fantasy series that fantasy books that I've read in a long time. There's just something about the way that Jacqueline Carey wrote her world and wrote these characters and wrote her story that is so insanely compelling. It's hard to explain because it is a very slow moving book, and it does take time to read. I literally spent almost a week reading this book, and yet it was so worth it. I just savored every moment with these characters. I just had to know what was going to happen next, and the best part, it is the first book in the series, but it wraps up in such a satisfying way. Like, honestly, I could just stop reading here and it would be fine, but you know, I need to find out what happens next, so I will probably be reading the rest of the series later on in the year. So yeah, I ended up giving this one a 4.75 out of 5 stars. The third book that I read in August is a review book, and that book is Results May Vary by Bethany Chase, and this is her second novel. Her first one is called The One That Got Away. Oh my goodness, I really enjoyed this second novel from her. It's so freaking good. I think that she just really managed to tell this story really well. It's a very complicated situation for the characters, and I really think that she handled it with a very thoughtful approach, and I like that a lot, and I just had to keep reading to find out what would happen by the end. So I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The fourth book that I read in the first half of August is Still Star-Crossed by Melinda Taub. It's basically a story that takes place right after the events of Romeo and Juliet. And so you're going to see a lot of familiar faces from the Shakespeare play. And and basically it kind of just explores what sort of effect the deaths would have on the Montagues, the Capulets, the city of Verona, and a lot of other people. And if that sounds familiar to you guys, it's actually going to become a TV show that is spearheaded by Shonda Rhimes, which I am very excited about. Anyway, it was really, really good. My friend Danica is the one who insisted I should read it because she read it and enjoyed it. And I basically ended up loving it, even though it took a while to get used to like the language that the author decided to use in her story, which actually makes sense with the context of the story, but at the same time it was kind of like disconcerting to have it be like modern language and all of a sudden get thrown into like Shakespearean English. But you know, it was still so good. Like, it's such a compelling plot, and I honestly just found myself very entertained reading it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I definitely had a ship right at the very beginning of the book, and it was really, really fun to follow the ship on their journey, and that is all I will say to that. And I gave that one a 4.25 out of 5 stars. And the latest book that I read is another book that I got for review, and that book is Immortal Song by Megan Crew. Immortal Song is about a girl named Sora who has been raised on Mount Fuji as a kami, or a spirit, all her life. And one day, there is this demon that threatens to take over the mountain and to basically throw everything into upheaval. And so she and her loyal bodyguard Takeo are forced to go on this like crazy adventure to find the solution. And I just won't spoil it for you. I was about to say something very spoilery, but yeah. So there, so basically they're on a journey to save the mountain before everything goes to hell. This book honestly reads like an anime. I could picture it being an anime, totally picture it being an anime, and a lot of the things in it that I don't really love in the book would actually make sense in an anime to me, and I'd probably be more likely to be okay with that. But yeah. So I guess in that way she was really effective, and I think that she also managed to integrate a lot of Japanese lore and culture into the story as well as in the setting. And yeah, I didn't particularly fall in love with any of these characters, but I did like the way she wrote them for the most part, especially the main characters. Some of the characters were a little bit borderline caricature-y, but other than that, I really just enjoyed the story as a whole, and even how it ended, that was really great too. And it's a standalone fantasy novel, so if you're looking for a standalone read, I would definitely suggest checking this one out. I gave Immortal Song a 3.25 out of 5 stars. And there you have it, guys. Those are all the books that I've read so far in August, 5 total, which is pretty slow for me, all things considered. But I'm not complaining, because majority of those books I actually really enjoyed. The second half of August should be a little busier reading-wise because I have a ton of things that I want to read before September comes. So yeah. Anyway, what have you guys been reading lately? I would love to hear what your favorite book that you've read lately has been. If you've read any of the books that I mentioned in the video, I would love to hear what you thought of them down below in the comments. And if you want, you can strike up a conversation with me on Twitter. I love Twitter, and I'm usually really quick about replying. And for other things and other social media accounts, you can find that down below. And yeah, so I guess I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye!